Welcome to Love Light with Dr. Jean Marie Farish. Today, we'll show you how to use the spirit of love and self-worth to improve the connections with everyone else in your life. This program is your weekly gift, and it will keep on giving. You'll see. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jean Marie Farish.
Well, hello and welcome, everyone. I hope you are all faring well. I'm Dr. Jean Marie, your Love Light host, and we are delighted for you to join us on the Voice America Empowerment Channel, shining love light into your hearts and homes to empower your life with love. We have a wonderful show today, Manifesting from Your Heart with Monica Bermudez. We hope our show will be enlightening, insightful, and encouraging. As quoted by Henry David Thoreau, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. And Ralph Waldo Emerson, once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. I believe we all have a desire to manifest the life of our dreams and to create a life we love. Manifestation in its purest form is creation. We are worthy and deserving of love, peace, and happiness. And in order to manifest, we have to believe that we have the power as a co-creator to make our dreams become a reality. According to Jack Canfield, the law of attraction states that whatever you focus on, think about, read about, and talk about intensely, you're going to attract it in your life. And our amazing guest, Monica Bermudez, will show us just how to manifest from the heart. Monica is a #1 international best-selling co-author in the book, Creating Your Legacy. She's an intuitive quantum energy healer, light language channeler, and Lemurian high priestess. A motivational and inspirational speaker, Monica uplifts audience from their heartbreak to feeling increased clarity, confidence, empowerment, love, and joy in their purpose and life. Love life. Her mission is to alchemize the heart center with unique energy codes into deeper healing and awakening. And she's unique in rebuilding and renewing all chakras and human grid systems to initiate the avatars as the ascended humans and masters on earth. And now I welcome Monica to our show today, Manifesting from Your Heart. Welcome, Monica.
Hello, Jean. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me back.
Yes, Monica, we talked the other day about how your appearances on Love Light, it's always divine timing. So we are grateful to have you here.
Thank you. Yes, divine timing. It's, and I have, so many examples like this one, for example, like when we picked this date, since last year, I didn't even know that, I was picking a week that was very powerful. And also like looking at the numbers as well. So I also like to look at the numerology of things because they also are linked to the astrology together, and they give us, a clear message of that divine timing as well. For instance, like this month is March, and the March, which is the number of 3, is significant for me because I think of the triangle. And when I think of the triangle, it's about manifestation. And when you add up 24, which is 2 plus 4, it equals to 6. So 6 is equivalent to like the heart emphasis. And it was so interesting because at the beginning of the year for 2023, I clearly received this message about manifesting from your heart. And, without knowing yet that all of these events, astrological events, were happening in March of 2023, which are, unprecedented type energies, which, I can get into more of it, later on. And some of this, and I share some of this also about the triangle because I feel it's going to be part of this meditation for the second segment as well.
Yes. And talking about the number 6 before we got connected for our show, we were talking about the number 6, and I was telling you about these very shiny coins, 1 dime, 2 nickels, 2 pennies that have shown up in my home or on my car seat with the year 2022. And you were talking about the adding up of the 2s as to 6, which is about what, heart?
Yes. It all is indicating the heart again.
Yes.
So it's like you're also getting this synchronistic message as well through all your coins, through the significance of the numbers of 2022, which when you add up each one, it equals to 6.
Yes. Well, I'm truly grateful. And I feel like I'm on my path. But tell us about you and your path and what really inspired your work in this area before we really move into how to live from the heart.
Yeah, so it all started really with when I went through my own divorce, which I went into this whole heart catalyst of my own inner work, and what, really sparked me into the path of doing this as a business is, that I alchemized a lot of my heart and worked really deep on the inner layers of the patterns that were no longer serving me. And I was, the key was that I was like really determined to find each and every one of them, even if they were uncomfortable. And so, that's the key of this show also that I want to talk about, that because of these new energies that we're working with, is that, back then the energies were different. So it was a lot of work inside to really dig into like each and every one of those patterns and to alchemize them. And the more that I was doing that, the more I was shifting my heart, and it was tapping more into my own soul, which then triggered this soul mission, remembrance and activation. And so that's when I started to really get the calling of the heart and to really tap more into the spiritual side of the business and do this more as a living, and helping others as well, humanity, to also liberate themselves from their own heart so that they are, in alignment to their own soul, because that is the key to our manifestation. And so that's why it is so significant this year, right, which we're like in 2023, which is equal to like number 7. And 7 is about the spiritual cycles of evolution. So like it is in a lot of mystical texts and ancient scriptures, the number 7 has always been very significant because it's associated to the number of cycles. If you think about like the week, we have 7 days, right? And so, it's all about this like a cyclical thing that we're going through right now of these energetic shifts. And right now, because the energy feels very fertile, very strong, that manifestation is becoming much more faster paced and much more clear than it would have been like many years back. And so that's why I want to emphasize the potency of this energy of what, to really use this energy to our own benefit through our own heart, through your own heart, and to really, work on that manifestation. Like if you're feeling stuck, right, on manifesting or on any of those areas, then, this is where I want to emphasize that on, because this is a time to really work on that with these energies. So, I mean, that's, really like, for me, it was, quite a journey to be here. But now that, for me, it feels like we're going to go through these quantum transformations of change now. And I say quantum because they're very accelerated. And, we were even talking about this, Gina, about how time just feels like the week's been going, but in seconds.
Yes. Monica, it's amazing how you used a not so good life-changing event that put you in touch with or align you with your purpose. So that's amazing.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And Monica, what's happening individually and collectively? Because I know a lot of us are aligned with the collective energy that's not so great. Can you shed light on that? Because there are a lot of people who are ready for change, doing things to manifest the changes in their lives. And there are those who are stuck and really trapped in this collective energy.
Yeah, so what happens is because we're so human that we're also like in this human mundane world of activities, right? And chores and so things have been a bit chaotic, or at least it appears very chaotic, right? Because there is a lot of this old energy that is also being released and toxic energy that no longer serves us. And so in a way, it is creating this dismantling, right? That is in the collective, but it's also within ourselves too. And, even though like I've done so much work, I've been going through some other forms of like different kinds of dismantling. So it's probably finding all the other areas that may have been so hidden. And some of it, is manifesting through my own physical body. So what I felt was like a lot of my body was realigning itself because our bodies are being recoded into these different light bodies of energies, because that is part of the ascension where we're expanding in our own soul, in our own truths of our own higher, guidance of who we really are, which we are more than this physical form that we find ourselves. However, because, we are here on this earth, we do have a physical body, and we're also taking our physical body with us as part of our ascension. So you could say that our physical bodies are being ascended as well, which is, in the sense of what many are calling like the light body. So that's why, it just feels like there is this level of collective chaotic energy that is happening. And it doesn't help either, right? If we spend our time looking at the news every minute,
Mm-hmm.
because like that will just, keep you in that energy of, that lower vibrational energy. And so the key is to unplug yourself, literally from that kind of like news media and just stay focused on the inner, love of your own heart, which is, where I want to dive into more in the second segment, and to really put that focus on the highest vibrational energy, because the more that you work on yourself and the more that you're also going to be helping the collective as well.
Yes. And the highest vibration is love. So let's go to our topic, manifesting from your heart. How to live from our heart. What does that look like? What does that feel like? And when we're not operating from our heart, how does that look like and feel like for our listeners?
Yeah, so I mean, when we're not like operating from our heart, we're always going to be stuck in our head. So over analyzing things of how, right? And there is this level of attachment and control on the how and when and all these things. And so if we find ourselves in that, repetitive pattern, then of course this will be like not being in the heart. But when we place ourselves back in the heart, and how, to do that, to start getting yourself more in the heart, if you feel like you're really, speaking to the listeners, if the listeners feel like you're stuck in the head, the best way is to just start building the awareness of your own heart and just bringing your attention back to your heart if you find yourself in that analytical flow. And, I do this often myself. Sometimes I do still find myself in the head, and then I just remind myself, oh, wait a second,
Mm-hmm.
I need to get out of my head, come back to my heart, and just be in that moment of silence with your own heart. And the more that you build this awareness within your heart, the more it becomes natural to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just the level of practice. And a lot of these energies are also about the practicality of, what we're doing with the energies. Because energy, it's a lot, like energy, I feel like it's mostly like 99%. And the physical is 1%. So if we could focus, our attention and our focus of energy on the heart, and the more that we do that, the easier it would be for us to get into this state of surrender, of flow, of energy, and being into the heart wisdom. So I wanted to just share real quick something, with this week that I wanted to mention about the astrological events and why, this month of March is so powerful, because there is this spiritual calling and this craving for being more into the heart. And it is the heart calling of, manifesting. And because this week we had Pluto in Aquarius, and Pluto is this major transformational planet of, us, going deeper into our soul and our own higher truth. And Aquarius is all about the innovation. So it's a lot of spiritual breakthrough that we're going through right now. These are some of the things that I, want to also emphasize in the next segment when we jump in there. So there's big things that are happening, that this month of March just feels like an initiatory month, because in April we're going to jump into the eclipse season, and eclipse season energy is all about transformation as well. And it's about looking at what's hidden. And, these are very significant energies that we're in for 2023, because we're like on this accelerated path of major changes, and it may be changes that are uncomfortable. So that is why, I want to emphasize about manifesting from your own heart and just learning more about it.
Yes. And as you spoke earlier, being aware, the key is building that awareness and being in harmony with ourselves, because, you were talking about the physical body, and and here we're looking at, how can we be in harmony, mind, body, and soul, to be more congruent, right, with ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, Jean, you've had, some of your experiences as well, with this, because I feel like there's a lot of this whole identity crisis as well that is occurring. And so there is this level of control that we want to be in, and, without the flow. So I don't know, there's time for you to just share that real quick.
Yes. And I think, I know for myself, when I'm out of my heart, I'm in fear. And, it affects my whole being. And it's like, okay, what's going on? What got you out of sorts? And then, what do I have to do to bring myself back? So that's important, because people are stuck in fear, trapped in thoughts about fear, obsessed with worry about the future, trapped in regrets about the past, shame, guilt. So there is a way out, and that way out is to flow with heart wisdom. And we have Monica here today to show us just how to manifest from the heart. But I think we're up now for a brief commercial break. So don't go away. We will be right back for more on manifesting from the heart with Monica Bermudez, international best-selling co-author of Creating Your Legacy, intuitive quantum energy healer, light language channeler, and Lemurian high priestess on our show today, Manifesting from the Heart. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Announcing Dr. Jean Marie Farish's new book, Love Mastery Devotion Journal, 21-day weekly prompts and affirmations. This is the companion piece to Dr. Farish's best-selling book, Living in the Spirit of Love, Our Natural State of Being. Through the new book, we invite you to cultivate a lifestyle of love through daily devotional practices over a 21-day period, following 9 ingredients in the recipe of love. Love Mastery Devotion Journal, 21-day weekly prompts and affirmations, is available on Amazon.com and Balboa Press.
Jean Marie Farish's Center for Conscious Loving, LLC, cultivates a lifestyle of love and wholehearted connections through personal growth, altruistic services, and speaking engagements. Resources include classes, workshops, life care coaching, and creative service projects with an emphasis on cultural arts. Visit the website at drjeanmariefarish-consciousloving.com. That's drjeanmariefarish-consciousloving.com, or click the link on the Love Light show page.
Best-selling authors international, news honors best-selling authors around the globe. Dr. Jean Marie Farish is featured in the newly released issue of Published magazine. To have first access to this treasured resource, go to publishedmagazine.com. Vicki Winterton and Dr. Jean Marie Farish have compiled a dynamic book. We're all in this together. Embrace one another. An anthology with 24 highly diverse co-authors who share how to spread the message of love, resilience, inclusivity, and compassion. This book is an invaluable source of uplifting, inspiring, and positive insights for spreading positivity in the world. We're all in this together. Embrace one another is available on Amazon.com. Be sure to get your copy today. Dr. Jean Marie Farish is proud to announce the release of her new book, Living in the Spirit of Love, Our Natural State of Being, available now at Balboa Press. This book will help you master your life and flourish in love. You'll learn how to become a better and more evolved you. Feel good by making life-affirming choices. Deepen your feelings and expressions of love. Tune in love and sustain the change. And flourish in love and find your joy. Visit BalboaPress.com and search for Living in the Spirit of Love and enjoy Dr. Farish's new book today.
I'm Judy Satori. I'm a spiritual channel and activator of human potential. You might have heard me speaking on the Voice of America on Dr. Jean Farish's show, Love Light, because I've been speaking about the challenges that are besetting all of us right now and how we can surrender but also keep on going. I want to invite you to join my new Facebook group that is devoted to heart-centered connection and unity. Through this Facebook group, you can also join my free access question and answer session with Spirit on the first Wednesday to Thursday of every month. Just search Ascension Community on Facebook to join the group. In this session, I answer questions and transmit energy from Spirit to give you guidance and support. Because life on planet Earth ain't easy right now. And there is so much help from above, from beings of love and light, from multidimensional realities who are actually here with us, wanting to step up and support us. I welcome you to become part of our ongoing group conversation about evolutionary change and how it's affecting us as human beings and affecting our life today. Many blessings to you. You can find out more about me and my work at www.ascensionlibrary.org. Have a wonderful day.
It's your world. Motivate, change, succeed. VoiceAmericaEmpowerment.com.
You are tuned in to Love Light with Dr. Jean Marie Farish. Feel free to connect with our program through email or check out our links on Facebook. Reach Jean at Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. That's Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. And now, back to Love Light.
Welcome back to Love Light, Living in the Spirit of Love. Our show today, Manifesting from the Heart, with our amazing guest, Monica Bermudez. She's an international best-selling co-author in Creating Your Legacy, Intuitive Quantum Energy Healer, Light Language Channeler, and Lemurian High Priest. And Monica, we've kind of set the tone for what it's like to manifest from the heart. I know that there are many blocks to manifesting, many feeling undeserving, stuck in regret and in the punishment, self-punishment mode that draws them into the darkness, punishing, not loving themselves, the lack of self-love and feeling unworthy. How can we manifest love and clear this toxic energy and get the guidance we need to move forward in our lives to create a life we love?
Yeah, so very important questions. So first of all, the one thing I want to clarify is that we're always in this flow of this energy of manifestation, and we always are in this energy of love also. It's just that what happens is that being so human that we end up, being in challenges and traumas and toxic environments. And so a lot of that gets buried, what feels like being stuck, and and not feeling that energy, or not feeling like your heart is open. And so it feels like you can't manifest that way. So, the key is keeping your heart open, and building that awareness is one that we talked about in the last, segment. But, the more that you're able to expand and open your heart, then you will start to feel more of that manifestation, but you will flow more with that divinity of that synchronicity, that magic, or that divine timing that we were talking, at the beginning of the show. And I feel like because of all these, accelerated energies that we are receiving, these new cosmic energy codes from these planets, that's astrological events, but also these other portals, for 2023 that we're also toxifying. We had a lot of toxic energy as a toxic masculine energy, which is like what's also called the patriarch energy. And so we are being rebalanced to balancing the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy, which, is in all of us. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. But I feel like divine feminine was rising, or is rising so fast, like it's so strong. It's such a powerful energy. And, this is what I've been experiencing myself. And because it's so accelerated that, it's also like rebirthing the divine masculine energy out of the patriarch energy, out of the toxic masculine energy. So it's alchemizing that energy. And so that is why also there's a bit of this chaotic energy of this, what feels like, like your heart could be feeling closed, or feeling like you can't manifest right now, or unworthy, of those manifestations, of not having like the ability to have your abundance and prosperity, because, abundance and prosperity is emphasized a lot also in the astrological world for this year too. And, it's also talking from the collective, but I'm also looking at it from the individual. So right now I'm kind of looking at this in the individual, that's why it feels like, a lot of these stuck energies that are unworthy energies that are just an illusion, really, because you already are abundant, you already are prosperous, and it's just looking past that. And that's why I want to like really work on that for this segment that we're in. And I know, Jean, you've shared some stories, some areas in your life where you felt like you couldn't like manifest, or so if you want to just share some of that and tell me what you think.
Well, I think, when I was out of awareness and more stuck in fear, and I looked around and saw what I was creating, trying to be in control, or not feeling good enough, or feeling unworthy, the whole lack thing, and you're attracting more of that. And of course, as I got more intuitive and more connected to spiritual teachers and experiences, I realized that I am a co-creator. So I'm more aware of that, even in terms of employment. Some people think that the employer is, is the key to their lives or survival. And, I think that, our employer is the divine. And sometimes we're led to, perhaps leave a particular situation, circumstance, or people, events, or whatever, because it's not aligned with our purpose and our heart. And I think we have to be aware of that and know when, we need to release and let go and flow. And for me, I've realized that there comes a time where you have to let go and move on. And the universe really conspires and open up and lead you on the right path to the right people, right circumstances, and right events.
That's right. And there is a lot of level of trust that goes into that. And I love that, you say that your employer is divine, because that's really who is our employer. And so, oftentimes we get so wrapped up in this illusional world, of like that we are defining ourselves, our identity, to a certain job, a company, or wherever we work, right? And then like when we don't know, when we lose those things, or even like identify ourselves in a relationship, when we lose those things, we go through this area of like not knowing who we are. So we go into this search mode, like, who are you really? And oftentimes not everybody does this, and end up going into these different patterns and not really realizing those patterns are there. But the key is, so important right now, which is why we're talking about this, is that, it's important that you start building that awareness, and because it is important that you start operating from a love independence. In other words, just being independent in yourself and your own trust. And that trust being within your own heart that connects you to your own divinity of your own source. And that's where I want to just, jump in here, to do, guided meditation with all of you, and then also do some energy transmissions, because, there's, like I was talking about, this toxic energy that's been in us. So we're going to do some detox, energy detox is what I'm calling it, that's coming from source directly. And then we're just going to jump into a meditation. So this may take up most of this segment. So anyways, just be yourself into this, or sit in the most comfortable position. And let us now focus our attention in our hearts, connecting to your own divinity and your own sacredness in the center of your own heart. That is the most intelligent center. And in this first transmission, we're going to do an energy detox of the patriarch energy, the toxic masculine energy, or any type of toxic energy that was associated to it. Where there may have been trauma in your life in the past and in other lifetimes. And this is coming straight from source. Sakunakataku saki yakunakatasaku. Musakanikitakunakati sakuniki suya nakitakatakaku. Ni sakutukunakasakata yasaku. Sik tikanaki sakunakti saku. Ni atu sakunakati sakutikanakatasa. Sakutukanakti sakuti yapakasakati nakatasa. Usikani sakusinakti sakutikanakati sakutikakiyunaki sakatakatiku. Sakuti sakonaki tak sakatukunakti sakutikanakatuk sakatakatur sakatiku. Ni saku ni si sakatukanakti sakutikati sakusiki nakti sakuri yanti saka. Asaku sikinikiti sakutiki sayaktasa. Ikasi. And embedding all that within your own heart, and having this effect throughout all your cells and all your electrons and atoms, and going into the subatomic level. And you can always come back to this to re-listen to it for any, energy detoxifying to go deeper. So just feeling into this energy of your own, tapping into your own heart energy. As we are now going to flow with this universal energy. As we find ourselves in the universal ocean within our own heart. And we're just laying there in the middle of the ocean, flowing with the movement of the waters. And these are the waters of the universe, of the energy, cleansing and purifying, letting go, surrendering. Let go of that control. We're going to bring in this transmission to expand your heart into this awareness of your own manifestation and creation. And in the sky, we are receiving this energy from Pluto, from Aquarius, that's forming a triangle where we are at the tip of the triangle. So receiving this energy, it is done. Just imprinting this within your own sacred heart space and sealing it. Knowing that this is the place you can always come to manifest from your heart. And you can always come back to those transmissions to repeat them. And opening up and expanding more of your heart into this knowingness of your own creative energy force that you already have within yourself. So if you're feeling things come up, for those who may be feeling something, just be with it and just surrender to that. Thank you.
We at the end of the transmission?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. Tapping into the positive energy of the heart, our creative energy flows, increases, and we can find solutions. We can get out of lack and those blocks that we have. And as Monica and I spoke earlier, how people are stuck in the negative patterns, old patterns, people pleasing, ingratiating yourself to others, really losing yourself. And if you're operating from that vantage point, you know that you're out of your heart. And yes. Monica, I thank you so much for those transmissions. I always get those gentle chills of vibrating throughout my whole body. So thank you for that. And just before we go on break, just highlight what those energy transmissions were.
Yeah, so the first one was this energy detox, which, may bring up certain things. Maybe there's some resistance that may come up, and that's normal because what's happening is that it's alchemizing some of our old patterns, which, in some way we subconsciously identify to. So anyways, just be gentle with yourself with that energy and drink plenty of water, because the next transmission of the heart expansion was bringing you more into that awareness of your manifestation.
Okay, and our listeners can tune back in and hear the energy transmissions, and the energy stays with us?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, that is just amazing and very nicely done. Thank you, Monica. But now I think we're ready for our next commercial break. But stay tuned for more on Manifesting from the Heart with Monica Bermudez. She's an international best-selling co-author in the book Creating Your Legacy, an intuitive quantum energy healer, light language channeler expert, and Lemurian priestess. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Vicki Winterton and Dr. Jean Marie Farish have compiled a dynamic book. We're all in this together. Embrace one another. An anthology with 24 highly diverse co-authors who share how to spread the message of love, resilience, inclusivity, and compassion. This book is an invaluable source of uplifting, inspiring, and positive insights for spreading positivity in the world. We're all in this together. Embrace one another is available on Amazon.com. Be sure to get your copy today.
I'm Judy Satori. I'm a spiritual channel and activator of human potential. You might have heard me speaking on the Voice of America on Dr. Jean Farish's show, Love Light, because I've been speaking about the challenges that are besetting all of us right now and how we can surrender but also keep on going. I want to invite you to join my new Facebook group that is devoted to heart-centered connection and unity. Through this Facebook group, you can also join my free access question and answer session with Spirit on the first Wednesday to Thursday of every month. Just search Ascension Community on Facebook to join the group. In this session, I answer questions and transmit energy from Spirit to give you guidance and support. Because life on planet Earth ain't easy right now. And there is so much help from above, from beings of love and light, from multidimensional realities who are actually here with us, wanting to step up and support us. I welcome you to become part of our ongoing group conversation about evolutionary change and how it's affecting us as human beings and affecting our life today. Many blessings to you. You can find out more about me and my work at www.ascensionlibrary.org. Have a wonderful day.
Dr. Jean Marie Farish is proud to announce the release of her new book, Living in the Spirit of Love, Our Natural State of Being, available now at Balboa Press. This book will help you master your life and flourish in love. You'll learn how to become a better and more evolved you. Feel good by making life-affirming choices. Deepen your feelings and expressions of love. Tune in love and sustain the change. And flourish in love and find your joy. Visit BalboaPress.com and search for Living in the Spirit of Love and enjoy Dr. Farish's new book today. Announcing Dr. Jean Marie Farish's new book, Love Mastery Devotion Journal, 21-day weekly prompts and affirmations. This is the companion piece to Dr. Farish's best-selling book, Living in the Spirit of Love, Our Natural State of Being. Through the new book, we invite you to cultivate a lifestyle of love through daily devotional practices over a 21-day period, following 9 ingredients in the recipe of love. Love Mastery Devotion Journal, 21-day weekly prompts and affirmations is available on Amazon.com and Balboa Press. Best-selling Authors International news honors best-selling authors around the globe. Dr. Jean Marie Farish is featured in the newly released issue of Published Magazine. To have first access to this treasured resource, go to PublishedMagazine.com.
Jean Marie Farish's Center for Conscious Loving, LLC, cultivates a lifestyle of love and wholehearted connections through personal growth, altruistic services, and speaking engagements. Resources include classes, workshops, life care coaching, and creative service projects with an emphasis on cultural arts. Visit the website at drjeanmariefarish-consciousloving.com. That's drjeanmariefarish-consciousloving.com. Or click the link on the Love Light show page.
It's your world. Motivate, change, succeed. VoiceAmericaEmpowerment.com.
You are tuned in to Love Light with Dr. Jean Marie Farish. Feel free to connect with our program through email or check out our links on Facebook. Reach Jean at Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. That's Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. And now, back to Love Light.
Well, welcome back to Love Light, Living in the Spirit of Love. And on our show today is our amazing guest, Monica Bermudez. She's an intuitive quantum energy healer, light language channeler, expert, Lemurian high priestess, and international best-selling co-author in Creating Your Legacy on our show today, Manifesting from the Heart. And Monica, thank you so much for those transmissions on detoxing and manifesting. And during commercial break, you and I were talking about the power of dream work. And what I realize is that, of course, each day I ask for the guidance to stay in the energy of love and high vibration. And what I notice, even in my sleep, there's the dream work. It's like I'm constantly being worked with, even through dream work. What are your thoughts about that? It's like, I think people sometimes get it confused that, gosh, I need to manifest this now. I want this now. But once you're in the energy of love and work and the wisdom of the heart, you're always being worked on and worked with. And things will just start happening. That's what I noticed for myself. So can you talk a little bit about dream work? Or sleep.
Yeah, that is such an important message. I'm so glad you brought it up. So oftentimes people think that when they're working on manifesting in the energies and doing a meditation that they're going to receive a message right away, or, receive that manifestation in that moment. But sometimes, because of the way the energies are, and obviously we're in new energies, that things are being accelerated, but it hasn't yet, there's still some time yet to manifest itself into reality. And that's why dream is so important when we go to sleep and get some rest, is that in the dream that you already are receiving those messages. You're receiving a download of information, whether you remember it or not.
Yes.
You're going through, some form of information download that eventually is going to come into your own consciousness, when it is in that divine timing, divine moment for yourself. And because I feel like, personally for my dreams is that I have been receiving a lot of astral activations and transmissions. And some of them I just remember, when I'm waking, because I call that when you're waking up and you're between the dream and between conscious, is what I call the state of borderline. And in that state of borderline, you can bring all of that into your, fruition and to your knowingness. And so I would, remember into that borderline state. Sometimes I would remember connecting with the Pleiadians or being, other places in these other dimensions. So, all of that we're always doing some kind of dream work, because we're also releasing a lot of karmic patterns also in the dreams. That's why in most cases, a lot of people have been waking up a little extra exhausted too. Me, myself, I've been feeling exhausted as well. So I've been doing a lot of stuff in my dreams. I feel like I've been releasing, and, I hear from people talking about that they've been dreaming about past things in their childhood, that they've forgotten about. And that's because, a lot of that's being purged and it's being clear. So in a way, you're being blessed, by doing this in the dream also. So yeah, so you don't really have to go through a lot of the pain like we did before. And that's the beauty of these energies too, is that a lot of it is coming out through the dreams.
And Monica, that's to me, a gentle release. It's a gentle release. And what I find that as a result of practice and aligning with the vibration of love, that information comes very fast for me now. And I keep a journal even by my bed, because I'll wake up in the night and I'll write about, what I'm getting, because I may forget it, even though the energy stays with us. But I keep the journal to write about it if I have a dream or recall the dream, to see what is it that I need to know from this dream that has come forth. So you're always being worked with. I think that's the key here, right?
That's so important that you have like a dream journal with you, and that's something that I have too. And I, had like, when I went through my divorce, I was having a lot of like intense, very crystal clear dreams where I was doing a lot of work and releasing a lot of things. And I wrote down a lot of that stuff in my journal. And now when I go back and review it, I'm like, oh, I understand what I was going through, and so it's nice to go back and have that, in the archives, because then you may not necessarily like understand it in that moment, but later on, because we're always expanding in consciousness, and right now we're very accelerated in that when you go back and review this, you understand what was going on then.
Yes. And like I indicated, it's like a chance to really be gentle with yourself as you look back. You can move forward, and not saying that painful memories or emotions are going to come up, but you have to kind of be with it for the moment and let it pass and know that these are only memories, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get stuck in a memory. Don't get stuck in trying to fix a memory. It's there for you to clear. And Monica has provided us with, the energy detoxing to help us move forward. So what else? What are some final takeaways, Monica?
Yeah. So, first I just want to say, that shadow and light is a big part of us. It's just a matter of balancing those energies within ourselves. And, the final takeaway that I want to say about manifestation from your heart is that with these new energies that we're in right now, the key is to continue to focus your energy on the highest vibrational energy of that manifestation. But when you envision it, right, when you put your passion and your joy and your love into that, energy of what it is that you want to manifest the outcome, that you use that highest vibrational energy, which is that of the joy, the love, and, that passion behind it. So the more that you do that on a daily basis and the more awareness that you build in your own heart, the more that you will start to open up your heart and also have this manifestation a reality for yourself. And so that is, something that is very important to know right now with these new energies that we're in.
Ask, receive, believe, set your intention, feel it, imagine it, and believe it. And
exactly.
And most importantly, be grateful. And I think for our listeners, you can start out with small things, right?
Yes.
Setting, light intentions, and as you see things come forth, for me, it gives me faith, and I'm a true believer in the power as a co-creator to manifest the life of my dreams.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I love that. Starting small and then go for the big, if there's something that you want to start building on. So, it's just one of those things that just remember, not get so attached to also the how and when, because those will just delay it.
Yes.
Too.
Yes. The attachment to outcomes, because what you want, the way you want it to happen may not be the way. And,
exactly.
And I think that's what we have to realize, because that means that I'm imposing my own expectations and my need for control, right?
Yes.
And if we surrender, it's gently brought to us in different ways. So, Monica, is there any giveaway for our listeners, or how can listeners connect with you?
Yeah, so on my website, I do have a free quantum realignment for any Ascension symptoms that people can just download for free. It's an energy transmission. And my website is www.sacredheartawakenings.com. Or, if anybody wants to email me, I could send the links as well. And that email is monicasacredheartawake@gmail.com. And I also have a new program series that's coming out, 7-week journey with the Sacred Flames of God, that for anybody who wants to join, I have a special coupon for whoever listens to this show. Just use the coupon code of LoveLight3.
Wonderful.
And that's how I know you've been listening also.
Okay.
Because then you get like some discount, for that package. It's about a 10% discount.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's where people can just reach out, and I could send the links to them, and the information to that email.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Monica, for sharing your wisdom, giving us clarity and insights, and showing us how to manifest from our heart in those empowering transmissions. So we invite our listeners to listen back on demand, share our show with others, and connect with Monica to go deeper. Tune in next week for our show, End of Life Decluttering and Organizing, Ultimate Spring Cleaning with Judy Carrascio. Strengthen and embody the practice of love in your daily life by accessing your weekly love practice posted on the blog pages of my websites, Jean Farish Journey and Jean Marie Farish, ConsciousLoving.com. Much gratitude to the Voice America team for making this show a reality and for shining their love light around the world. Keep an open heart, the heart of manifestation, to visualize your dreams and desires, to vibrate at the frequency of your desires as if they've already come true. Cultivate your inner world and create a wonderful, beautiful life. Create a life you love. I'm Dr. Jean Marie, your Love Light host, coming to you from Voice America. And until we meet again, remember, an empowered self is a loving self. And keep your love light shining. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you for listening to Love Light this week. Be sure to join Dr. Jean Marie Farish again for another program next Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Time and noon Eastern Time on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a wonderful week filled with love, self-worth, and better connections.